Okay, we're in the city of Fort Lauderdale, and we're at the corner of Martin Luther King Jr. and Sistrunk Blvd, Northwest 6th Street and Northwest 31st Avenue. Right there's a little elementary school, and we're in the area of Sistrunk, aka Boulevard Gardens. It's the furthest west of Sistrunk Blvd.
We just stopped by the Sustainable Development Center here in Fort Lauderdale, and we talked about for developing plannings and all this stuff that, you know, we're the beautification process of Fort Lauderdale, of Sistrunk in particular. So we found a whole bunch of little brochures, and for housing discrimination is illegal. They talk about that race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, and disability.
That's the Fair Housing Act, the National Fair Housing Act.
Yeah, that is the Fair Housing Act. And they also participate in the age, marital status, sexual orientation, and political affiliation. They're also trying to make it a more improved environment by putting solar panels on homes and on rooftops. Okay, so this, you can see that this is all modernizing the whole city, right? So we're moving from Sistrunk to Las Olas. So we're moving, like in Sistrunk, you see more of the poor neighborhoods, more of the, you know, the bus stops that run down, a whole bunch of bail bonds. We don't see any banks. This is where we're basically going to see the dramatic difference, because we're going to start hitting the coast right now, and you're going to see where the beaches are, where all the mansions are, and we're going to leave like all these developmental homes that we just passed the projects. So we're going to see the huge dramatic difference right now. So right here we're seeing new condos and new developments. We see a lot more trash cans, a lot more nature, a lot more newly planted, you know, vegetation in this area. Nothing. It's the polar opposite of what we just saw in Sistrunk. Nice pavements, nice streets, different street lights, everything. But look at that park. The park is completely different.
Different light posts. Light posts aren't gold.
Look how beautiful this park is. Right in the middle of all these brand new condos.
Luxury condos.
These condos go from minimum 1,000 and up. We're gonna start seeing a lot more construction in this area. A lot more banks, a lot more hospitals, a lot more medical centers. Not like in Sistrunk. In Sistrunk we saw one small medical center and a behavioral analysis unit.
We've now entered Victoria Park, which Sistrunk Blvd basically turns into Victoria Park and starts turning towards Broward Boulevard. Victoria Park is one of the higher end neighborhoods. Immediately within entering Victoria Park, all we saw were high-end new condos, multi-car garages. We're talking about what we would call the mansions in Fort Lauderdale, and we're going to see some even crazier, higher-end stuff than this as we get closer to Las Olas, which is the big money area of Fort Lauderdale.
Here we see all the mansions, all the boats. If we go more down towards Las Olas Boulevard, then we see the houses with the yachts parked in the back. All on the water.
Now in one of the nicest areas of Fort Lauderdale, on this I'm going to scan is one property. One house in the corner lot off of Las Olas Boulevard. And down this whole street, literally, every house has more than one garage. Every house has an exotic car. See multiple Mercedes. Rolls Royce just parked out in the street.
A lot of these houses are designed and developed. You design them and then you have the contractors develop them.
They're also all heavily gated. And if you can see here, Fort Lauderdale police are actually contracted by the Homeowners Association to protect these houses. So you can see, and this one is still even under construction. So you can see just such an opposite difference of where we were in Sistrunk.